Liquid's turn to ban.
Are you ready to go?
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Yeah.
Radiant team pick.
Gyrocopter!
At the beginning of the drop.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Razor!
Like now.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah. All right, hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 2 of 2 of Team Liquid versus London Conspiracy. This is a Group B match from the EU regional qualifiers,
Team ban.
and I'm once again joined by Skim. So, very similar draft again.
Pretty much the same, except for the Oracle, actually.
They got Oracle. Biver is an absolute boss on this guy.
10
It looks like they thought to themselves, hey, maybe this is more important than having a Beastmaster, and I kind of agree, actually. I think having a more solid support, or more stable support is more important than having a Beastmaster, because I don't think that Beastmaster necessarily did too much.
Yeah, a bit hit and miss, but it gets banned out anyway. So, no Beastmaster this game.
London Conspiracy also.
10 seconds remaining.
Game, but it's a good hero to ban regardless if you don't want to pick it up, mostly because it's a very solid support right now. I think it's one of the top tier supports that you could have right now, so
Reserve time.
Just keep it away.
Yes. Earth Spirit's been banned out. Jurax is well known for that.
Turn to ban.
So yeah. I think Dazzle actually would have been pretty good for London Conspiracy, but they ban it out.
I think going both Dazzle and Oracle is a bit overkill in terms of getting defensive supports.
You do lockdown as well.
I think in the previous meta, like at the Frankfurt Major, for example, it was actually pretty common to have 2 defensive supports, but I think it's a bit overkill now in this meta right now. I think you definitely want a bit more greedy, fighting-orientated support. At least one of those to be, a bit fighting-orientated, or even pushing. So I don't think getting 2 defensive supports like this is good. They could technically still go back for the Shadow Shaman. I think Shadow Shaman was a good pick, honestly. It did really well. They got a lot of objectives because of it, and also the early Blink Dagger enabled them to get 1 or 2 good pickoffs. So unless Team Liquid bans it, I think it could be a good pickoff. Not pickup. I will say, though, that it leaves them a bit squishy. Again.
Yes.
You could see it in the last game that they could easily pinpoint that Shadow Shaman out and it's just kill him.
Liquid's turn to pick.
I like the Undying ban from Team Liquid. I do think Undying works well with Oracle and Gyro. Especially the Soul Rip. Whoever gets False Promised, boom, here's a whole load of heals.
Question is, what does Team Liquid pick up now? Probably not going to go with the Doxier. Mostly because they've done it today already and it didn't work. It did not work at all. There's a bunch of mind control heroes in the game still, though. Could go for something like an Earthshaker, maybe. I think Earthshaker against Gyrocopter is really good.
Reserve time.
Someone, I don't know. It's always so hard to guess what they're going to pick with just like the first 2 opening picks, but maybe it might be quite common to go like some sort of minus armor strategy with the rate because of the Razor pickup.
No, they could go for Slaughter, for example. It's also a mind control hero, I suppose. It does synergize well with the Tusk. You have a very aggressive sort of like ganking duo, but nope, they go for the Kuroki Shadow Shaman. Makes a lot of sense as well. They have a good amount of push, and they're dire after all. So having the Shadow Shaman is really strong, obviously because of the Roshan. So sure, why not?
And Conspiracy. for their third pickup now. Gyrocopter. I feel like with Gyro, because he's a strong
10
laner,
seconds remaining.
you can get away with running like aggro dual lanes or like a jungler
5
such as Chen, but
seconds
obviously
remaining.
Chen is actually banned out now. So first ban.
Yeah,
That's not really an option.
They could try to go for a Bane, something. I think if you look towards dual lanes, Bane is definitely one of the stronger ones, stronger heroes to have in a dual lane scenario. It's also generally a good hero to have in regards to, for example, shutting down the mid lane. If you want to shut down the opposing mid lane, get a Bane, really. But on Conspiracy, I don't know, I think Bane and Oracle is also not the strongest support duo, mostly because they don't have any deep push. They don't really have the best team fight, I suppose, in the sense that they don't have any AoE. And no, there's a team fight.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Please.
It's also a bold pick, to be honest. Darkseer into Tusk and Shadow Shaman, because both Tusk and Shadow Shaman are actually really good against Darkseer in the laning stage. And if Team Liquid get a potent carry, say an Ember Spirit again, Darkseer has a really rough time. And honestly, the Ember Spirit is, I think, still pretty legit in this right now, in this lineup.
5 seconds
Then what?
remaining.
Mantoba's shown what he can do with the hero, so
Yeah.
Reserve
option.
time.
But knowing Team Liquid, they probably go for the mind control hero first.
Anti-mage.
Ah, never mind. I jinxed it. It's anti-mage time.
Antimage is very good against Darkseer in the lane. You just walk up to him, drain his mana, and then suddenly no more iron shields, easy. Iron shells even.
And he also played it today, and I think he had perfect CS by like 8 or 10 minutes in.
Oh,
Even better than perfect CS because he also got jungle creeps and stuff.
yeah,
So I don't know.
So like 90, 100 last hits at like 10 minutes is.
He definitely knows
10
how to play this
seconds
hero,
remaining.
and it is a good hero against Gyrocopter. So
5 seconds.
What do you think
remaining.
about us? Well, actually, no, that's not gonna be an option. Could run like a support Sven for London Conspiracy.
Reserve time.
They've already got their
Very,
carry with the
very bold,
gyrocopter.
you
Yeah.
definitely want something more reliable, I think. But you definitely do need Disable. That's for sure. They have 0 stuns right now. I mean, yeah, they have the Rocket, and yeah, they have Vacuum, but you want a reliable stun that doesn't have a long cooldown against the anti-mage.
So, I was going to
they-
suggest like a Lena, but it's going to be hard to get it. But they go with the Rubik.
Team Liquid's
Pretty
turn
decent spells to
bat.
steal. Instant disable with the lift.
I think Earthshaker would have been better, to be honest. The thing with Rubik here is that, I don't know, I feel like his lift is not reliable enough, and I don't think he can steal sufficient amount of
10
spells
seconds
to become a good lockdown monster, if you
5
catch my drift.
seconds remaining.
It's, I don't know, I feel like the Earthshaker would have been better because he can lock down the anti-mage for quite some time and then burst him down as well.
Reserve time.
Whereas with the Rubik, the lift, I don't know, doesn't really feel as capable. I will say though that stealing Blink is very potent, obviously.
Yeah. Alright, so Team Liquid, they're looking for their offlaner now.
Radiant team
And London
back.
Conspiracy, probably their mid hero now. But Lycan gets banned out. Team
Yeah.
Liquid.
Could be a good hero to have, Lycan. It also adds a certain amount of push for London Conspiracy. I'm not sure if they would pick up a Lycan though, because
10
they would have to
seconds
run it in the
remaining.
mid lane. So I don't know if that ban was really
5
worth
seconds
it, but
remaining.
you know, maybe Baby Knight is a good Lycan player after all,
Reserve
and I just
time.
don't know it.
Don't think they're going to go back for the Queen of Pain.
They could, but they have a lot of lockdown against Queen of Pain. That's very risky. They could
Yeah.
try something like a Puck. Yeah, they have lockdown, but the Puck is more elusive. You have also the Silence, which is pretty nice against the Anti-Mage and the Shadow Shaman.
10
So
seconds remaining.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It really depends on what Baby Knight feels comfortable with. If he feels comfortable on Puck, I think Puck is a good pickup.
There's also a Yule's carrier, so long range disable for the Shadow Shaman. Yeah, but Team Liquid there looking for the offlane hero.
I
Nyx
think
was
Team Liquid
banned
could
out.
go for Magnus. Magnus, I think, adds to their team fight, which they're currently lacking a bit. The Empower is really strong for the Anti-Mage,
10
And
seconds remaining.
outside of the Rubik, they don't really have a good support against him, I feel.
5 seconds
Oracle is,
remaining.
yeah, so-so, and Jacob doesn't really zone out the Magnus too well, I believe.
Reserve
I like that
time.
as well. Or what about Clockwork? That's
Yeah, Clockwork could work as well.
pretty good.
I will say, though, that I think Rubik is better against Clockwork simply because he can
10
lift him out,
seconds remaining.
out of the cogs.
Oh wow.
Radiant team pick.
Well, yeah, they also don't have really anything against the Brute Mother outside of Doxia, I suppose.
Darrow is alright if you have vision, but
Yeah.
you're right. Whether they want to look for
So, like,
like a core axe, maybe like a position 1 axe. I've seen that work really well sometimes. Just go all out for the early aggression.
sure. Well, I think you could do that, but the thing is,
10
do you really feel
seconds
like?
remaining.
Again, it really depends if the players feel comfortable with it. It doesn't really make
5
sense to
seconds
pick it
remaining.
mostly because you want to pick it from a strategic point, but
Reserve
Yeah.
time.
I don't know.
Guess what you could do is you put the Darkseer solo safe lane.
Oh, did not see this Invoker coming. I don't know. Yeah, I think they have to put the Doxia safe lane. I don't think the supports do too well against the Brute Mother.
And then you run like an aggro tri lane, which helps shut down the anti-mage.
I will say though that Tusk is really strong in this aggro tri situation. Tusk and Shadow Shaman is actually okay. I think Shadow Shaman just by himself with like a weaker support is not that strong, but together with Tusk it's okay. But we'll see. But yeah, it looks like Team Liquid want to play Filthy today. They go for filthy split push.
Nice. Anti-mage broodmother. Yeah. Wonderful.
10 seconds remaining.
Waiting for the teams to load in. So, if you just look at the
5
drafts, who would you
seconds
favor?
remaining.
I definitely favor Team Liquid. I think their draft is easier to execute in regards to the laning stage already, because I think Brute Mother is easier to execute than it is to play against. And I just believe that LC, they have a lot of stuff invested into team fights, for example, with the Invoker, with the Gyrocopter, and the Doxir, and they don't really have the best way to deal with the split push coming out from Team Liquid. Like,
Yeah.
I think if they want to deal with the split push, they have to invest too much. Like, the Invoker has to be there already with the Meteor or whatever, Tornado, whatever. And if the Invoker has to commit to defend, then there's already a significant amount of push lacking. So, I don't know. I think they're going to get out split pushed.
Fair enough. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a 5-minute pause, by the way. Derek said we need a 5-minute pause. So, some more time to analyze. Excellent. I actually haven't seen Baby Knight play Invoker. Like, I don't remember him playing it at all throughout the entire Open Quals.
I believe I have seen him play it when he was playing for MYM. But, you know, that's also been quite some time. I mean, Baby Knight in general is a very capable player, obviously, in terms of individual skills, so I think Invoker is a good hero for him to have. Depends on if he... It really depends on the rotations from the support. If Liquid can rotate him in, if Liquid can rotate the supports in or not. As you pointed out, they're most likely running an aggressive Trillion from LC side, so I don't think that Liquid supports will really have time to roam to the mid lane. And I believe in a 1v1 matchup between an evenly skilled Invoker and a Brazier, I believe the Invoker should have the advantage, mostly because of the alacrity.
Yes. Was nerfed a bit, but still pretty damn strong. Yeah, I'm interested to see, you know, what do you do with the Broodmother? You can, like, commit so many resources to try and kill off the Broodmother, and then, like, you kill him a couple of times, and you just have to keep committing and committing, but still the Broodmother ends up with decent farm. There's very few times you actually see, like, a Broodmother who just has a really crap game.
And the thing is, even if you commit a lot, just looking at LC's lineup, the most they can really do is put up a bunch of sentries, flak cannon, and then iron shell or something. And that's not necessarily even the best way to deal with the Broodmother right now. So I think that I honestly think if you LC, you maybe just leave the Darkseer down there to prevent the Broodmother from pushing, and then have a good aggressive Trident and keep the Anti-Mage down. I don't think you should pay too much attention to the Broodmother, because as you pointed out, if you give her just one opening, she's going to take it and she's going to be strong anyway. But by preventing her, or rather, I suppose, by making sure that she doesn't push early, I think that's already good enough, honestly.
And the game is resumed, so we get underway. Liquid versus London Conspiracy. Liquid with a 1-game lead now in this 2-game series. And with what we think could be a superior draft. And they're going to move out together as 5 down this bottom lane. Broodmama, what's he? He's got some stuff on the courier. I just find this funny when heroes, like, they really want to quickly leave the base, so they don't pick up all their items, and the courier's just got to follow them. But they're not going to actually find anyone, because everyone from London Conspiracy has either moved up to the top lane, or it's just Invoker moving down the mid. It does look like it is going to be an aggro tri-lane from LC.
Yeah, I like what they're doing, though. What they're doing is they're sending the Darkseer up there to ward, so that if somebody is there to scut him out, they are going to assume that it's going to be Darkseer up there. But he's most likely rotating to the bottom lane. This is pretty nice. And you can tell from Matulaman's item build that he's most likely expecting a Darkseer, although I suppose it's also something he'd go for if there was an aggressive Trillion, so maybe scratch that. Oh, Jared.
They're going to realise it's an aggro tri-lane now. Ice Shards isn't going to trap him up on the high ground, so Oak is going to get that. Now, if you see that there is going to be an aggro tri-lane, yeah, okay, here we go. My question has been answered. Broodmama
Yes.
straight away TPing up to this top lane. She didn't even place any webs in the bottom lane because of this exact reason.
Kuroki already scouting out Kefka, and they also pinged it up top. Hey guys, there's actually a Broodmother here. Please.
Does this mean you move the Darkseer up to the top lane?
Yeah, they're rotating.
Yeah, they
all of
are.
it. They're
yeah.
wasting so much time actually. They're gonna
They're
wait.
gonna lose a creep wave, but
Yeah.
it's probably worth it to get the better lane though. Possibly.
Probably, but at the same time, they could also just do the switcheroo on Liquid side, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kuroki has
Fox
to
is
be
going to stay
careful.
down here for now. He's getting aggressive here. As he gets shackled up for now, and the right clicks come in. He's losing mana, doesn't have level 2, so it's going to be a first blood. That was a very strange movement, I must say. And they're going to try
this
and
is
lock their
gonna sound
tusk
silly,
down.
but it's actually not the worst thing to happen to him because he has to TP top anyway.
They might even get the kill on Jurax here. One right click comes through, and they do, so it is a trade in the end. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
One
but
for one in the end.
Jarex did get the XP out of it, and I believe he didn't lose any gold because he just bought out as well. So, you know, they're definitely going to take this trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mid lane, Fata leading. I'm quite
Yeah.
surprised actually, and this is what I actually kind of was thinking, that Baby Knight is not going for the Alacrity build, and he actually isn't. He's going for the Exort build, and I believe this is partly why he's, well, not losing the lane, but actually he is kind of.
Okay, we're doing a switcheroo. Liquid moving their tri-lane up to the top lane now. I find it unlikely that LC are actually gonna commit to swapping it around again.
They can't anymore. You'd have to commit to switching around 3 heroes yet again,
That's
and they cannot afford this.
225 gold.
Well, as I say,
they
Jack
are.
up the TP's up. What the
Wow,
hell?
they really want to put the Darkseer up against this Broodmother, but they're spending so much doing it, but if you're gonna commit to it, you might as well do it. And that's exactly what they're gonna
I
do.
think for Liquid, this is now okay though. I think if you're Liquid, you leave it this, because now at least, yeah, they have this matchup, this laning matchup, but at least they have it on their terms, right? They have the anti-mage in the safe lane, so this is okay, I
yeah.
suppose.
Helicopter, he's got the rocket barrage, but there's too many creeps around for it to work. Look how much damage Jalopy is taking here. Although we do see Ivor gets some damage in. Anti-Mage blinking forward, trying to catch out the Oracle here. Salve on the Gyrocopter. The right click's coming in. If they can get the Anti-Mage, the heal.
The heal.
Oh, he couldn't quite get in with the Purifying Flames.
A double-edged
That's
sword.
the issue with that. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh,
with that
Jerax
spell.
coming in. They can kill the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, Gyrocopter is in some big trouble. The Snowball, plus the Ice Shards, if they even need it, they do in the end. And they might even be able to catch the third kill. Well, get the second kill now on the Rubik. No, okay, they're backing off.
Yeah, if Jerax had
lower
gotten
on
that
the
body
health.
block off, that would have been a kill for sure.
There must be some saving grace here. I guess the fact is you have Darkseer up against this Broodmother. Brood can just sort of nip in, get the last hits if need from here and there.
Fata in the mid lane, again dominating.
Do you think this is a matchup issue, or do you actually think Fada is just a better player?
Both, I suppose. Fata, I definitely think Fata is a much better player, but at the same, and also Razor is one of his signature heroes. But at the same time, I also think that Baby Knight going for the Exort build is a bit outdated. I don't think that Exort build wins you the lane. I think the Alacrity build actually wins you the lane.
Well, they do get a kill in it, and it goes the way of Invoker, so bit of extra gold going his way, I guess.
I will say that he most likely went for the Exort build though because of the Broodmother. Like he's thinking outside of the laning stage.
What the meatball and deafening blast?
Yeah. And also, also obviously the anti-mage then having that additional burst damage to pick him off or to kill him, I suppose.
What's the cast time on Sunstrike? Because it's 2.5 seconds. Yeah?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Should be enough for most lifts though.
Yeah, I
If
was just
that's what
thinking
you're
the lift duration. Exactly what I was thinking about. Jerax now wrapping around on the Darkseer. Darkseer's got in some trouble here. Mind control using that salve for now. Takes a bit of damage, but the wrap around, he uses the surge, but gets stunned up straight away. Is he going to be able to make it out of here? Is a level 2 surge? Oh, the nuke, 10 life points, but the right clicks from Tusk. Might pay with this life here. One more right click comes in. No, he's going to be fine. But the Sunstrike. Oh, he hugged the tree line and just about survived.
So close.
Top lane, Kuroki though. Oh, there's no Fortune's End. It's on cooldown.
Oh well.
They didn't have that little stun that they needed to be able to catch up.
This laning stage definitely going in the favor of... Oh my god, Liquid is actually swapping after all. Okay. But yeah, the laning stage is definitely going into their favor. The only saving grace for LC right now is the Darkseer, really. I suppose Gyrocopter is doing fine as well with 20 last hits, but it's not something that you definitely really that you want out of this laning stage. You want more.
Yep.
Yeah, this should be an easy kill.
Yeah, they're gonna get Rubik. Oracle just gave up. Like, nope. He's only, what level is he? He's only level 4, so he's got level 2 Purifying Flames, 180 damage. Yeah, it would have been enough to get the Razor, nowhere near.
The Razor, speaking of which, has his tread soon, I believe. I don't know, again, this laning stage definitely, if you just look at net worth, for example, it's definitely going into their favor. Even the supports are getting quite a bit, actually, out of this stage. Jerax has been successfully ganking at least twice. He's still lacking a bit of XP, but making that... I mean, he's 3-3-1.
The Sunstrike, is it going to be enough with the lift? It should be. One more. There we go. Purifying Flames. Getting the kill secure.
And they're doing the old switcheroo again.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Really not sure it's worth it. Oh, it is an illusion, Darkseer illusion. They commit the snowball, but yeah. How's the Invoker doing? 22 last hits versus Razor's 42.
Well, the Rubik's coming in though.
They do have the lift, they do have the cold snap as well. They might try and steal the damage and just try and turn this. You can't actually get it off. It keeps getting cancelled. Use the ultimate as well. They don't have any spells left. They have this Ice Wall being used, stopping Razor moving forward. But Rubik goes down.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
You go for a gank and then you just die because, well, Razor XD memes.
And now Shadow Shaman wrapping around on the Invoker. He's got the shackles he wants to use it. Taking a lot of tower hits. But even if he dies, I think it's worth it. But he doesn't. Razor taking the aggro off the tower.
Yeah, so well played. First Kuroki taking the tower, and as he said, then Fada taking the aggro again.
It's always beautiful to see players like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you're only going to see those in pro games.
Oh, Kuroki. There's an Oracle with a haste.
Oh.
I believe they had vision down there, and it ran out. But yeah.
Funny.
Kuroki also has arcane boots now. Again, the supports on the Dire side or on the Liquid side are doing quite fine for themselves.
Really good. 1-0-3 for the Shadow Shaman is that's almost a perfect start. And Jalopy in some serious trouble, stopping the Muntuba ban, getting the right clicks in, but Fate Edict only at level 1, only lasts 3 seconds. Right, it's all falling apart for LC here. Liquid playing their A game, it seems.
Matuma Man is actually 1-0-3. That's actually really good for a safe lane. Well, not a safe lane carry, but for a carry in general, it's really good. He doesn't have the highest CS that you could have at this point, but he still is doing very well in terms of net worth.
Actually going to go on Oracle here. Look at this early aggression. Any TP is going to save. Jalopy is. He's got it level 6 as well. And Tusk will probably end up falling going down here. Whether they can get anyone else, unlikely. The Bink from Matumba Man. The lift. Ice Sunstrike completely misses. But if they get Matumba Man, this is going to be worth it.
Nah.
We're getting the Shadow Shaman, who's pretty... He's, pretty tasty.
It's actually really good for LC. Double kill for the Gyrocopter, who's been struggling. I wouldn't say struggling, but he hasn't gotten as much as the Anti-Mage, obviously, so getting this was really good. Secures him face boots if he wants to go for it, or he could also start working towards his Helm of the Dominator. I don't know, it really depends. Mid lane almost could have gotten Baby Knight if they had gotten the shards correctly. And of course, the Tomaman rotates top again.
Two smoked up heroes, the two supports behind this. Find Fata, they're looking for the snowball. Just need to get a little bit closer. Baby Knight's so close, walking into that range. For this, I think he knows something's up.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, he was right. He was like, aha, I was right. Shards come through, don't trap out the Invoker, so... It is looking to be a tower, though. There is a fortification, and whether any TPs come in... There's a rotation from Darks here, but... I think this tower's dead. Oh, maybe not. The Gyrocopter coming in. Remember, he's got the cooldown. The tower doesn't quite get denied. The Karate Chop from Darks here, just slightly mistimed. Meanwhile, bottom
really
lane,
big.
mind control. The Sunstrike going to come down if it's enough. Yes! Our Invoker finds that kill. Oracle helping him with the Purifying Flames.
But yeah, this was really big because they got a tier 1 without committing the wards, and they even forced out a TP from the Gyrocopter. Yeah, sure, they got the kill on the Brute Mother, but, you know, again, they had to commit much more than Liquid did. And I believe, yeah, Anti-Mage is halfway to his Battle Fury. It's gonna be a good timing, actually. Obviously not a 12-minute Battle Fury like he had earlier this day, but it's still good enough.
So Shaman, yeah, he does have those wards, whether they're looking to put them on the bot lane, but Oracle and Gyrocopter together, what detection do they have?
Or bottom lane, the call down
Nothing,
is
yeah.
going to connect.
Cooldown, oh, they're trapping out 2 as well. With that Fortune Z, the wards are put down, but it's not really going to succeed with anything, and Gyrocopter is going to get healed up with the False Promise, even the Salve being used, so this bring him back up to full health. That was a good gank. Razor's moved down here now.
Unfortunately, they committed the wards for this. It's completely useless wards for like...
Got like maybe 50 damage out of them, but probably in panic put down.
I think he was just... I mean, they almost had the damage really. The Oracle just played it really well. I think Kuroki was just underestimating what the Oracle was capable of.
And Invoker turning around. Oh, the snowball. Where's it going? It looks like it's going to go on one of the Forge Spirits. Yeah. He's still probably going to... Oh, the misclick. He doesn't find Durax. He attacks the tower with those Forge Spirits instead of the hero.
Aww.
That's really unfortunate, actually.
Baby Knight, please. Going for a very standard build with the drums. I will say that I think he should have maybe gone Midas, but that could have been maybe too greedy in hindsight.
It's always hard to tell. Oh, they know where Broodmama is, but find her. Oh, they do have dust now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Darkseer almost has the mech, even after going Arcanes first. I think he has had the best time out of all of the Radiant. I mean, net worth wise, he's only third, but still, the fact that he's been able to, you know, follow the Broodmother around and just keep her down a bit was really good.
We've had a little bit of a slow patch, but this is while Anti-Mage is like, oh, I'm so close to my Battle Fury. You should have that in the next minute or so. Like this gyro. Probably gonna go for the Sange into the S&Y. So unsurprising. Oh, good Sunstrike catching out the Anti-Mage there.
It actually really was. It forces the Anti-Mage back already, because any rotation could have possibly gotten a kill. Oh, he's gonna stick in the jungle after all.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And bottom lane, Liquid pressuring this tier 1. They will TP somebody, but I think Liquid is waiting for this.
Look at these spiderlings. He wants to go for the vacuum. He gets them. Still hasn't managed to pick them off. Meanwhile, behind the tower, Durax goes on to Viva here. He does have that false promise, but it's dead before he can get it off. Now the mech comes out from... Actually, who was it coming out from? Oh, it's actually from the Darkseer. He's going to be fine. No, he's not fine. He's dead. Rubik's probably dead as well. Pretty dead.
I don't know what to say. This was just... I think LC just completely underestimated the presence from Liquid there. And I feel like this is a big mistake, mostly because they don't have any vision. And if you don't have any vision, you kind of have to assume the worst, to be honest. They didn't see anybody mid, so they kind of have to know that Liquid is just waiting there. So I don't know.
And there's the Battle Fury from Matumba Man. With treads coming in at 15 minutes. Not too bad. Jalopy looking though for this last hit. Sure, Matumba Man gets the deny. Slight misplay maybe from Jalopy and a good play from Matumba Man. Thought that the cooldown would be enough to deter. But it wasn't.
Smoke coming out from LC now. They have the Rubik and the Oracle smoked up. They probably want to find this Anti-Mage. But they're not gonna find him. I like though that they drop a ward. It's a very good ward to have. Actually, I think they could even place a more aggressive one, probably. Like either on the hill, you know, that... Yeah, exactly. Or even there, it's a good ward spot to have.
Another one. Deep.
Okay, with this...
Between the T1 and T2.
With this one, it makes more sense then. Like, having these two, they sort of like synergize well together, these two wards.
I feel like they have to make use of them though.
Yeah.
Like I see teams do this and then they don't get aggressive and it's kind of like they're not really doing anything for you. It says to me that they're looking to get aggressive at least on this mid lane. Well, trying to shut down the anti-mage or something.
I suppose you could also look at them to be a bit defensive wards as well, because if you didn't have that vision there and you see an enemy, you know that you're safe in your own jungle, right?
Yeah.
So
I guess if you put a ward in your own jungle, it might be too late.
Exactly. Like seeing the enemy in your jungle might already be too late, mostly because they have a long range of initiation with the Tusk, for example.
Oh, look at this Spiderling army. It's doing a lot of work, but Darkseer does get saved for now, and then the Sunstrike coming down, Croaky in the same position, and a Dust is being used. Can they catch up to Mind Control is the question. 6 seconds till Fortune's End. Dust is going to wear off fairly shortly. They're looking, the cooldown goes in completely the wrong direction. They find Mind Control though. They're going to try and zap him. The Meteor coming down, but the Dust, it's worn off. They don't know where he is.
Oh.
He's going to just walk off to the left and be absolutely fine. Even healed up a little bit.
Yeah, the Purifying Flames. Good lord.
You gotta feel so sad.
That is so unfortunate. And they invested quite a bit. They rotated a lot of heroes here, even the Invoker, and now this. They will get a tier 1 most likely out of it. I mean, Fata can TP down here, but I'm pretty sure that... Actually, wait. Well, yeah, I'm still pretty sure that they should be able to get this tower, though.
Fata gets pretty close here. The wall is committed. Where's the vacuum, though? It's behind the tower. And Fata goes up. I say goes up. Kind of goes down, really.
Fata underestimated LC's presence. Although I think he should have known that everybody was there because they were just molesting mind control in the jungle, so I don't know. It was a bit overzealous.
They get the tower. And the Yasha is nearly completed for Gyro, so it's going to be a 19-minute SNY.
Yeah, it actually is completed. It's on the career, basically.
Alright, nice.
Mind control has an Orchid as well. I mean, honestly, if you're Liquid, this game is going as it's supposed to be.
Yeah, he's going for the no boots build as well. And work out. He's going to throw out the Orchid. Oracle taking so much damage from the spiders, but he's still surviving for now. But the soul burn.
That is actually quite the gold boost for Rubik here. Stealing the plasma field against Broodmother, it's actually really strong.
Now up to 1,000. I guess a blink or just a bunch of wards.
He definitely has to save for a blink. They really need a blink against the Anti-Mage. If you have double blink into lift, that's really long, and you can always catch up to the Anti-Mage. Or obviously blink and then, I don't know, stealing a Hex or a Shackle or whatever.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at the net worth. So it's a 5k net worth lead. It's very similar to last game even. You know, Liquid ahead, not by a huge amount, but it's slowly getting out of control again. LC.
I will say though that LC is in a much better position than they were last time around when they had a similar net worth deficit. Mostly because they just now took their 3rd tier 1 tower. So in regards to map control, they're actually not losing that much. Yeah, sure, you have a Broodmother. Oh, nah.
Plasma field. Rubik got so many last hits again. And now he steals the Aftershock, so he's got a double nuke. The silence comes out. The lift, he brings him back. Big mistake there. Kroki still probably going to go down here. Using the shackles, and the spiders are attacking Solon, but yeah. Shadow Shaman does go down. The lifts stopping the Sunstrike, but it didn't really matter in the end.
But yeah. What I was saying is that they basically aren't losing in terms of map control. In fact, I think they're actually keeping it pretty even, especially with their wards, with the aggressive ones that they just placed. And the fact that they also are leading in regards to tower kills, I suppose, makes it so that, yeah, they might be behind in regards to net worth and stuff, but it's actually still pretty okay. Interestingly enough, it looks like Baby Knight is going for the Aghanims. Straight for the Aghanims. I haven't seen this build in quite some time.
Rubik's currently being chased by a frozen sigil, which Tusk is also following, but maybe they're going to try and bait Solon. Could be a pretty good move if they do. Invoker though, spotted by the frozen sigil. Going to try and mop that up. 100 gold bounty.
Hot is coming top. I think they can fight this, or rather, I think they want to fight this.
Invoker, what's he got up his arsenal though? The stun going onto the Rubik. Going through Baby Knight as well. Now the Invis is not going to be good for the Invoker as he does get dusted up. The move around from the Invoker though. The cooldown backing up now. Jalopy, are they going to be able to stop him? Yeah, they do. So much nuke coming in from Oracle plus the rocket barrage.
Very good awareness from Jerax to to use the dust even before the Invoker used the Ghost Walk. It's actually pretty interesting. And I like the way that Liquid took this fight right now. I believe this was perfectly coordinated. They were like, hey, let's take this fight here, draw the attention while we just take Roshan. And they're probably going to lose the tier 2 and as a trade-off, but this is perfectly fine, honestly, if you're Liquid.
I agree, yeah.
Dire's top tower has
Also extra safety. This means Anti-Mage with the Aegis can even farm a little bit more aggressively. Whoa, he's farmed. I only just recently clicked on his inventory. And his net worth, wow.
He goes for a very farm or very greedy build. with the Hyperstone and with the Yasha, just going for the max attack speed and making sure that he can clear these camps, even the enemy camps, so fast as well. I don't think it's necessarily the best build right now because they have a Brute Mother in the game and he doesn't have as many camps accessible. But
Razor might have been slightly overzealous here. He's going to get lifted up. The Sunstrike comes down in the right place. Invoker gets the kill. That's a little bit of a mistake there.
I will say though that he didn't lose any gold. He just spent his money, so that was nice. I think Mind Control has maybe been playing too passively as Brute Mother. He hasn't really been applying too much pressure bottom. For one, he doesn't want to feed too much to the Darkseer, obviously, but at the same time, he has to apply more pressure to this Darkseer. He can just start attacking him with an Orchid, for example.
And mid T2 for the Dire is going to go down. Meanwhile, T1 top goes down for the Radiant. But good trade once again. LC getting some more control on this game. And Gyrocopter's nearly finished his BKB.
Yeah, they're moving very well around the map right now, and the Darkseer is basically negating any effect this Brute Mother could have had. Because usually when you play this game against a Brute Mother, you lose your tier 2, or you would have lost your tier 2 5 to 8 minutes ago. But just because of this Darkseer, they basically didn't.
Oh, the smoke up from the Rubik though. Who's going to go down quickest? And Kuroki takes a Sunstrike to the face. And now Oracle saving his friend Solon. Oracle getting chased, but it doesn't look like he's going to go down. Mind Control plus the Shadow Shaman, Kuroki.
Shadow Shaman actually died to neutral creeps.
Did he?
Yeah.
I
I have no idea how he managed to do that because this is only a small camp here, but for some reason...
thought the Sunstrike finished him off. It must have just been like one little hit came in at the end.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. Wow. Aghanims, by the way, completed up on Baby Knight, and he's going for the Octarine build. I suppose this makes sense in regards to the amount of split push coming out. I did say in the drop that if they want to respond to this split push, they have to invest in, or they have to commit the Invoker. And if he goes for this build, committing isn't that big of a deal for him anymore because his spells don't have that long of a cooldown. So in that sense, his item build makes sense, but I'm still not sure if I agree with it.
He could maybe have gone Blink.
He'll definitely still go Blink though. The thing is, you definitely want the Aghanims and Octarine as fast as possible, I think. Especially since especially the way the game is going right now. They're not really looking for pickoffs or anything, so the Blink, if anything, would only accelerate his farm. But I think it's perfectly fine without Blink right now.
Okay. Rubik finally finishes his Blink, so that's a Blink on Darkseer, as well as a Blink on Rubik. Sunstrike, Timberman nearly got caught out by that. They didn't even know he was there. I mean, they might have guessed, but they had no vision.
They saw him walk up there, or supposed Blink up there. Because he was mid before.
They're gonna feed these spiders, maybe?
They have a gem on the Oracle now. And Mind Control has to be careful.
It's huge.
He's TPing.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely needs to do that. TP's to the top lane.
In hindsight, Brute Mother, I will say that they obviously they forced LC in a bit of a different position by having a Brute Mother in this game, but Brute Mother hasn't really done too much yet.
Solon's in trouble. He's dead. But yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Brute Mother, normally you see them have a much bigger effect, but he's 1, 2, and 2, and he's only taken a T1 tower. Definitely like to see more, but maybe maybe it's not his fault. You know, Darkseer's just been a pain to him. Oh, top lane, Kefka, and the Biver. If Biver goes down here, this is so big. He's got the gem. They need to try and save him. The wall, plus the vacuum. They are saving him for now, but a lot of damage has gone into him. I think he'll still survive. Plus, he was back in the base E, so even if he did die, that was the gem. And now Fada, he's pretty low. They commit the wards on the mid lane, which does go down. If they can get the cleanup crew in, they can finish someone. This will be so big. Kefka chasing after the Tusk. Tusk has got Blink, and it looks like Liquid are going to get out of here.
That was a very pathetic tornado. That's what level 1 Wax does for you. It's funny that he still threw it out because that was like 0 range almost.
It's probably like a natural reaction, you know.
Yeah.
It's so much to evoke like tornado, and
I mean,
all that
he
comes
has the
out is
items
a,
anyway. Might as well invoke any spell that he wants to.
all that comes out your hand is like a little puff of air.
Yeah.
Okay, anti-mage went Moonshard. After getting that Hyperstone, he bought another one.
This is what he does. This is he did this earlier today as well. I think the exact same build-up actually. And if you think about it, Moonshot is actually really strong on him because he's a split pusher, right? You definitely want the attack speed to farm more and to push more effectively. And the night vision from the Moonshot is actually really strong as a split pusher.
Yeah. Completely forgotten about that. Oh, the cooldown. Clearing up half those spiders. Nice bit of gold there. BKB complete for Gyro, and he's now up to 3k gold. Hasn't gone for any lifesteal, so maybe go back for that, or he could go straight into a butterfly, negate a lot of the damage.
Yeah, I think for now you definitely want more damage and the the butterfly probably, mostly because Razor is not the best MKB hero.
Anti-Mage doesn't really want to go out MKB
exactly.
either.
Exactly. You don't want MKB on either of those heroes really. And it's just really good damage. MKB has been nerfed anyway.
Oh, Matumba Man. Might have to be careful. It gets vacuum backed. Burning a little bit, but his magic shield, spell shield even.
If the Rubik had been there, that would have been a kill.
That might be a wake-up call to the Anti-Mage. In that he has, if he's going, I'm guessing a BKB with his Ogre Club, which pretty much negates Invoker completely. Only Sunstrike that goes through BKB, and I believe Ice Wall.
Ice Wall is one of the most annoying spells in the game, really. It is one of those things that you don't necessarily think about all the time, but when it's there, it's just so annoying, actually.
Oh, the gem, clearing up these spiders. The vacuum, they're gonna find Kuroki. Once again, that tornado.
And again, the short-range tornado for good measure.
Missed completely as well.
700 gold, and then he has this Octarine. Then he can spam this tornado all day long.
I don't care if it's rubbish.
I mean, it's still an effective disable, right? To cancel TPs or whatnot, so...
Oh yeah.
And again, he has his Octarine soon, so he can just spam any spell that he wants.
Roshan's up in just under 2 minutes. I feel like the Radiant should be able to contest this. And look at the net worth. It's still just a 5k lead for Liquid, but it doesn't feel like it to me.
I think if you die, you don't even go for Roshan, mostly because the Radiant have such a potent fighting lineup for Roshan. They have Darkseer and Invoker, two of the stronger heroes in the Roshan pit, and then Gyrocopter, probably also one of the strongest heroes in the Roshan pit. So if you're Liquid, unless you have a kill or even two, you don't go into Roshan, I think.
I agree.
Or you're very sure that you're gonna get it because you see all 5 heroes on top lane right now or something.
BKBs are coming out now, so it's BKB on Razor, BKB on Anti-Mage, BKB on Broodmother. So
yeah, I will say though that they have Darkseer and Gyrocopter. Darkseer Wall, for example, is pretty strong against. It's just generally pretty strong against them, and doesn't really care too much about BKB and Gyrocopter. Obviously, a lot of damage. 5k gold right now.
I think it has to be the Butterfly.
Could also say for Babek for now. Oh, Matuma Man. Oh, don't do it, Matuma Man. They pinged him out. They knew he was there.
Farming the camp very quickly, but...
That's the moonshot for you.
So you have to commit like 3 heroes to try and kill off this Anti-Mage. Sometimes getting 3 heroes together can be an issue, but the Radiant, they smoked up. This Observer Ward is not going to do anything for the Dire side, but there are 3 heroes, including Matumba Man there.
Oh, Matumba Man.
Breaks the smoke.
That's a very ballsy move. I mean, yeah, there's Yeah, there's a Shadow Shaman sitting behind you, but that's still ballsy.
EMP burning some of Anti-Mage's mana, and still Gyrocopter sitting there in the back line, smoke about to wear off. Okay, so smoke gang fails. Top lane.
This is the time. I was just about to. This is the time for Brute Mother to apply pressure, and then Invoker happens.
You got BOTs yet? No, he's still saving up for the Octarine. Very close to that.
Wait, doesn't he have it?
Oh, is it?
He just needs to buy the Mystic Staff.
Yeah. These little spiderlings getting farmed
And as soon
up.
as he picks it up, he gets a celebratory Deafening Blast. But yeah, this is the kind of scenario where if they just saw two of the cores from LC in the top lane, and they immediately go for Roche. And this is a bit negligent from LC, because I think they should have been more aware of the fact that they should not give away Roshan because they can contest it. I think that's a missed opportunity there.
So Aegis going the way of the anti-mage, so he was already hard to pick off. He's even harder now. And because he doesn't need buyback, he bought Skull Basher. He's less likely to need it anyway. Spiders, they've got no mana now.
Oh no!
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But yeah, this is Liquid doing a really good job of knowing that what kind of pressure they can apply. I believe next is just going to be the top tower that they're going to take with this Aegis.
Hex on Darkseer, I don't know if you mentioned that, but...
Oh no, I did not. I saw the Mystic Staff, but I assumed it was going to be Shiva's Guard. I will say that I like that he's going for a Hex instead.
I like it a lot too. Anti-mage, beware.
Exactly.
Might be the missing link they need to blow up this anti-mage, who is currently in the vicinity, both the Gyrocopter and Darkseer. I still feel like they need +1. That's why the Rubik's showing up. He's got that blink lift as well.
They kind of need the Invoker here as
for it.
well.
Oh, he didn't get off in time. I feel like if he should have been able to do that.
Pretty sure, yeah. But I mean, Hex is insta. It's an insta cast, so
maybe just slight misclick, positioning the screen not quite right. All these things can have an effect. The fact that they've been playing all day as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you always have to excuse a slight mistake like this. I mean, it just really happens. You can't you can't demand a player to have the best focus in 24/7 really.
These spiders just keep getting farmed up by Oracle. Oracle's like, nice, giving me a blink, giving me an ether lens, all funded by Broodmama.
Really is. Honestly, he should rename. You know how you can like tag your items and descriptions?
Yeah.
Tag it up as sponsored by Broodmama. I wonder how much gold she's fed with Spiderlings. I wish there was like a stat for that or something.
It's got to be like 3k gold or something
Probably.
stupid like that.
Radiant's top
Anti-Mage,
tower
he's got an
has
Abyssal
fallen.
Blade now. He's getting close to that level 25. Gyrocopter's gonna have to watch out. He does have the butterfly, and now he has buyback.
AC up on the Razor. Very standard build from him so far. I don't know, Fata's been really quiet these two games, I feel. I mean, he's doing his job, that's for sure, but he's just, you know, doing
Radiant's
Fata
middle
things. He's
tower
just
is
farming,
under
and when his
attack.
team needs him, he's just coming and killing, and then farming again.
Yep.
Okay, 1.5 minutes for Liquid's Aegis. I think they're fine by just letting the Aegis run out. With the Aegis, they already got 2 towers. I think that's as much as you can ask for, really.
Shaman's only a K away from... Wait, what am I on about? Yeah, K away from Ags. Would be nice.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be strong.
I think at that stage of the game where Liquid, they know they can't go high ground, so they're just trying to farm up more, but LC, they still have pretty decent map control and farming up themselves. They are a bit penned inside. Maybe it's time for smoke up or something, try and get a jump with the Hex, but a risky play. What? Blink on Razor. Can you explain that? I don't agree with that.
I'm trying to think why. I suppose it helps him split push, it helps him farm, and I think against the Darkseer chasing him, I suppose it could be valuable, because Darkseer obviously with a Surge. I will say though that there's plenty of stuff to cancel the Blink Dagger, so I don't think it's necessarily the best pickup.
Invoker moving forward, looking to maybe try and catch someone out. He's in the Ghost Walk.
Actually, what it could be is that if you get snowballed, for example, say you're in a pinch and you get snowballed, the fact that it can insta blink out as soon as the snowball ends could potentially be a reason why. There's been a few scenarios where he's been snowballed in to sort of like buy him some time, but he wasn't able to utilize the time.
That's a good point.
There was a smoke up from the Radiant side, and they got exposed, and they didn't really blink. Oh, there it is.
Mind control gets hexed up, vacuum back right into that cooldown. He BKB is going to try and TP out, but that's too much damage.
By the way, he did go for the butterfly on the gyrocopter.
Yep.
He has also a Dominator, so he's definitely a strong hero right now, and looks like Rubik can start his own Spiderling army.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He can pay back the money.
Look at all the things that Broodmother is sponsoring.
I think Gyro is probably going to go for a Satanic next. It means he can actually man-fight the anti-mage, I think.
Yeah, you definitely want
Might have to go MKB. There's evasion now on the anti-mage.
Fata with a blink on the Razor. I'm pretty sure he's done it before, actually.
He's going to prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Just you wait, I'm going to say he's going to win the game with the blink. Look at this spider army from on Solon. Broodmother's like, my babies, what are you doing?
It's not microing. Ah, no, he is. Okay. Oh, they're pinging stuff out. They want to fight this.
Oh, we're going to have a fight. This is going to be the fight to end all fights for this game, I think.
I believe so as well.
Who's going to get the jump? They're going to jump, hex up, mind control. Maybe not the best target. And straight away, oh, Biber survives. Good 4-star coming out from the Rubik. Now further up, we're going to see shackled up on that Invoker. Invoker could be in trouble here. No BKB. He's dead. So's the Rubik. And everyone on Liquid is pretty healthy. Straight away, a buyback. But Oracle going to go down now. Mind control with that BKB. Jalopy. It's Jalopy against the world. Invoker is maybe going to join the fight, but he's hexed up. And Jalopy is dead. Liquid winning that fight, extremely convincing. Lee and Gem on the floor.
This was some insanely good fight, really, from Liquid. The way they split up and the way they focused. For example, they went on the Oracle first, then they got the Rubik, or rather they focused the Rubik, then the Invoker, and I guess they sort of like ignored the Gyrocopter because why not?
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, focus at him at the end.
Yeah.
And oh, Anti-Mage is jumping forward now. Who's going to get caught out here? Razor does get Deafening Blast. And he's going to go back to Vacuum though. No wall is available. It's only up in 50 seconds. But Jalopy going forward. Fata, he's dead. If they can get Kuroki as well, this is a good defense. And very much an overextension from Liquid. Hopefully they can find anyone else.
I think this is why they wanted the Blink Dagger, to be able to sort of engage in fights. Because Matumbaman has to be the one initiating, or is probably the one to initiate with this Blink Abyssal, and then there's no follow-up. Or rather, they need a follow-up, right? Oh, they almost read Matumbaman.
Also, that first fight down in the bottom right, I don't agree with the Hex target. Yes, it was the Broodmama that's the first person that they saw, but hexing up Broodmama, who's like, I mean, she's pretty strong, but probably better saving that at least for the Razor, let alone the Anti-Mage.
I don't think they were fully aware that everybody from Liquid was there.
I guess.
I believe they didn't have any vision over the other heroes. I believe they only saw 2 or 3, maybe?
And the cooldown is going to come down. The vacuum ball as well. Mind control getting very low here. The right click's coming in and he's dead. Oh, saved by the snowball for now. For now, that is. He's still going to get out of here, it looks like. Durak's not so lucky. The Sunstrike gonna miss mind control. BKB on Matumbaman. He's looking to fight now. Oh, doesn't quite get any. There's no damage out there. Yeah, it was really good, but Matumbaman, he's throwing in the right clicks. Jalopy, he's losing his damage. Matumbaman's still alive. He's left on 15 hit points as he blinks himself back to base. Jalopy just as lucky, only on about 100. There's going to be a TP going down on the Radiant side. Baby Knight running himself away, putting down the wall. In the end, but no one dies. There's the Blink Dagger coming to effect. He proves us wrong. And Fada going to get a kill there, and the Blink away from the Dark Seer. Yeah, he's going to be fine. But with the Blink, getting the Invoker.
Okay, so I am. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Rubik stole Snowball and basically negated the damage from the Anti-Mage ultimate.
But the cast came off, so surely the damage would have been there anyway.
I'm not sure, because I feel like if the damage happened there, there would have been more damage actually, because I believe he got it on a very low Invoker. I don't know. I'll have to check the replay.
I agree. It did look like the snowball did something, but the fact that the spell actually went off makes me think there should have been damage.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a short delay between the spell going off and something. I don't know. Anyway, but Matumbaman gets hexed up here. He's got to be careful. Trapped in place. Vacuum back for now. In comes some spiders. He's down to half hit points. He does have the Abyssal Blade, though. He blinks on forward. He tries to focus. Oh, the 4-staff to save the Oracle. Although Rubik is going to go down. And now False Promise on the Gyrocopter. He's going to be fine, I think, especially when he gets back to base. The heals should be enough to keep him alive. Oh, if he didn't get back to base there, he was definitely dead. But this does mean the tower is getting pressured. Where are those wards? There are no Mass Serpent wards. But the tower is going to fall extremely quickly. And BKB from the Gyrocopter, the vacuum wall, catching up 3. That's a lot of damage, and Matumbaman is going to fall. 98 seconds, he's down. Fata, where is he? He's got a BKB chased after now by the Gyrocopter, but he's got the blink. He's going to survive. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Mind Control, hexed up, and then purified.
Oh,
he is dead.
Fata, why?
What happened? Fata actually died.
I'm pretty sure Fata could have just run away because he had the advantage with the blink, as you pointed out, but he tried to juke through the tree line, and then he tried to TP out, but the Gyrocopter was like, you know what? I have call down. You're gonna die, and he did.
Wow. So that's a five-man wipe. Everyone from Liquid dead. They even managed to get the Anti-Mage, and now Roshan's up. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Gyro's got 6k.
Really good. They can probably still force out a buyback, maybe? I don't know.
It'll be tricky. They might just try and push bottom.
It should still force a buyback. Because with this, they can still go mid lane.
Oh, yes, mid. Exposed. Exposed racks.
Nice.
It's in a bad position right now. Because they keep losing these fights and they don't have...
Still so far ahead in net worth, though, but it's all on the Gyrocopter. All on the Anti-Mage.
All on the Anti-Mage, exactly. The Razor's only tickling, honestly. And the Broodmother, she has a lot of farm, but quite frankly, she's useless in those fights.
They're not even going to force out the buyback, they're just going to get the racks.
Yeah.
They could move top now, and this is exactly what they're going to do. Razor doesn't have a buyback. Anti-Mage is going to be back up in 10, so there's no point in him buying back, but it's going to cost them a T3 at least. Okay, well, Fortification does come out. This might be time for Radiant to get back. Yeah, they're going to get back.
If y'all see, you're definitely playing it very safe right now, because you just basically got the advantage. Pretty much. So you're playing it safe, you just want to go back and maybe get a few items again, and then you can try to look to fight.
Yeah, that's the MKB. The Gyro.
Oh,
on the courier though.
This Anti-Mage's not gonna have a good time, and he himself also needs an MKB. And as an Anti-Mage, you never really want to be in a game where you need both a BKB and an MKB.
He uses up a lot of item slots. In fact, he needs to free up an item slot if he wants to get an MKB. And once you get rid of maybe the Battle Fury, but he's so good at split pushing, so... Yes.
I don't know, honestly. I think
Manta's really good as well.
Exactly, and you definitely keep the Manta. So it has to be the Battle Fury, really.
Yeah, I guess you got no other option.
It's a Radiant. I suppose you could think about the BKB maybe, but honestly, you need the BKB.
Yeah, the Hex. Hexes, there are stuns, the vacuum, and then Invoker can just start wailing on you. Got BOTs now. It's got to be the Battle Fury, there's no other option. If you do even go for it at all.
Yeah, exactly. If you even go for the MKB.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, mind control getting caught out. Sunstrike is going to hit. He's just going to BKB his way out of it, but the physical damage is not there. Yeah, gyro wasn't close enough.
And there was a bit of a misplay by Baby Knight because he invoked the Alacrity insanely late. If he had done this earlier, I think they would have gotten the kill because of the attack speed bonus and the damage bonus.
Maybe he thought he definitely had it.
Oh.
Radiant's top
Anti-mage
tower
split pushing the top lane, already hitting the towers.
They have to. I think Liquid has to win this over split push and not team fighting. But the thing is that their split push so far has not been successful, really. The Broodmother has been shut down a lot. They haven't really been able to go for, say, a cute Shadow Shaman blink in wards play. And in general, they haven't really been able to utilize the split push really effectively. I said it in the drop. This lineup screams dirty red, but they're not playing like one.
Aegis, it's going to time out in about a minute and a half. I think it's go time now for LC. And mid lane is there's still some spider, some of the Radiant spiders still there. Radiant have got to go for this. They've still got the Aegis, but the tornado coming through is going to miss, and the meteor.
Have you seen Liquid play today, by the way?
No, not at all.
So this would not be the craziest game for them because they have had two insanely crazy games today, where they came back from like a huge deficit as well. So if there's one team to really like win this, it's definitely Liquid. I'm acting as if they're behind by a lot. They're not really, but still, it is a very dire position for them to be in right now. But still, they're a very potent team, so I think they can definitely still do it.
Oh yeah. Out of anti-mage, he could in the right situation just clean up the whole team.
Yeah. I will say though that we definitely need to recommend this Oracle. You pointed out in a draft that he plays a very capable Oracle, but he's definitely exceeded my expectations so far.
Good. It's nice to be surprised. And that's BOT's level 2 now.
Oh, top lane.
He has to use that BKB. What did they steal? They steal the blink. Do they continue going for this? No. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous.
Yeah. He would have been
Aegis
too
is now
far out.
reclaimed as well. Tornado. Oh, just missing.
Good warding coming out from LC. Keeping this vision up is right now really important because they need a pickoff.
What'd you get if you're fatter now then? He's got nearly 5k. I guess BOT's at this stage of the game are pretty good.
Yeah, BOT's probably, but I think you also want Scotty. Scotty against Starcraft is really strong actually, to kite him around.
Even through BKB, yeah.
Yeah. Could argue that if they want to keep the redding up, or if they want to keep the split push up, if they eventually say go for the throne, for example, like a base race or something, that you want an Aghanim Scepter actually. So that your ultimate hits the tower, the buildings.
A pretty good upgrade.
Yeah.
I missed the good old Ags refresher.
So that's like a very old build. Oh, top lane.
He's getting jumped on. Matumba Man, he's trying to blow up who he can, but he's gonna try and get the Oracle. I don't think Solin's getting out of here. That was way too much damage onto him. Oh,
He's actually getting...
he dies just. But at least he dies in base where the gem is dropped.
Very well played from Matumba, keeping his composure, popping the BKB, and then immediately going for the creep that the Invoker was TPing on.
Meanwhile, though, bottom lane even. Teammates even BOT'd in there.
Yeah,
they get Kuroki, who drops his gem. Well, so, 2 gems on the Radiant side.
That's very unfortunate. Oh, and what?
Who's gonna win this actually? Anti-Mage slowed down. He's got the blink. Still keeps the debuff on him for a little bit. Gonna see him. Still got vision. The cold snap. That's really long range cold snap. They could keep going. Definitely blast. Just misses. A little bit too far to the left. Oh, wait, it is a Skadi. Skadi? Yeah, Skadi for Razor. It's on the courier. You need to get off the courier.
He doesn't want to pick it up. He's like, nah. I'm too fancy for the Skadi.
So Rubik's back up in 7. Oracle can buy back and might be forced to do this, but saying that there's no Shadow Shaman for the Dire, so no Mass Serpent Wards.
And again, this is actually now a good position for Liquid because they've pushed out the lanes quite a bit. So if Roshan comes up now, they can take this while knowing if LC is contesting or not.
I think I remember it's going to be a very short respawn, like 30 seconds after 8 minutes. Although they're searching Matumba Man. He's to the right. Tornado. Oh, actually catches out Matumba Man, but there's no one there to follow up. What level is this Invoker now? 21.
2 minutes. 2 minute respawn.
Okay, actually, okay, I'm wrong. It's a full 2 minutes.
Mind control.
Slippy. Anti-mage.
Mind control is going for an MKB.
Oh, fair enough.
That could be really good, actually. I will say that, again, I haven't really felt his impact too much, but he's actually dealing a significant amount of damage right now.
I think he's scouting quite a lot with these
Spiderlings.
Spiderlings. At this point, the gold is, like, less of a deal at this stage of the game. Don't get me wrong, it's still, like, important, but certainly less important.
Well-gotten gains.
Liquid is definitely utilizing the map better. They're not moving together as 5. They also have a bunch of bo2.
Matumba Man, though, in the top lane, the BKB does get off in time. Oh, but that's his BKB down now. What's it to? 7 seconds. Oh no, wait, no. 5-second BKB actually now for Anti-Mage. Fortification comes out from the Radiant, but they're going to get this tower. That's a blinking forward. Matumba Man gets the Hex, but the Ice Shards saving him Tusk. Oh no! Mistakes being made, and there's the big gold. Definitely blast there.
Mid lane, they're getting redded by the spider.
It's annoying, they're gonna have to TP back. Who's going back? It's the Darkseer. Everyone getting out from the Radiant side. But Jurax, he actually saved the gyro there, I think. Slightly misplacing the ice shards.
That said though, he did get 4-stepped afterwards, so if the ice shards hadn't been there, he probably would have been 4-stepped out of those shards anyway. So maybe actually it was better that he kept the Jackopter out of the ice shards because it let Liquid disengage even earlier. Yeah, overall the trade was actually quite okay. They traded Glyph for Glyph, which is quite okay, but if you're LC, you can just go again, I think. They didn't really expend any big ultimates or whatever. Whereas Liquid, as you pointed out, they used the BKB charge on Matumba Man.
You're like Moonshot on gyro now? How much does it cost? 4,000.
Yeah, Moonshot is the next best item. Actually, you probably upgrade your Boots of Travel first.
I think that's more important. Oh, they're going to go blink forward, catching up the Gyrocopter. He's getting his damage drain, but he gets 4-star 4 now. But on the back lines, Biver, he does eventually go down. Can't quite get off that Fortune's Head. Now Jalopy is just turning right, clicking the flat cannon. He's got minus 70 damage, though. The wards go down in very good position. But Baby Knight taking some damage. Mind Control is the first one to fall, and so does the Anti-Mage. He BOTs straight back into this fight in a dangerous position, though. Jurax, he's going to fall very quickly. And I think this could be a dieback from Matumba Man if he's not careful. The MKB procs, he can't get the blink out. Oh, it's an ultra kill and a dominating streak for Kefka. Oh, so lucky with those MKB procs though. And I think it was also, it must have been Cold Snap as well.
Snap, yeah, it was Cold Snap. It
was Cold Snap. Either way, completely stopping the blink the entire duration.
I think that was a bad call from Matumba Man. I think the buyback was totally okay, because at the time of his buyback, his team was in a position where he could have definitely helped his team still. But I think blinking in after the TP in was a mistake. He should have realized that there was no way they could have fought there.
And his BKB was on cooldown as well.
I think they have to base race this, honestly.
Oh, they're actually going to go for the base race. Mind Control is going to be pushing here. And does the team realize that? He's taking down the first T4 and back inside the Dire base now. They're just fighting. They've got another T4 to go through. If it is just Mind Control, it should be an easy base race, but they're fighting up against the team. T4 is still not dead inside the Dire base. They do finally start focusing on that. It is only Mind Control. He's taking the tower. There's no way he's going to win this base race. This is going to be the end of the game as LC win. Very surprisingly, I might say, after the dominant performance by Liquid in Game 1. Wow.
I think they executed this game much better. They played much better as a team in general. I think you could see that here and there they had a few slip-ups, but I think that they played very composed. It was really good.